What is happening, Scoop Nation? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the inside scoop on everything you need to know, right here, right now. The internet is buzzing with speculation, and we're diving deep into the hottest topics that have everyone talking. We're kicking things off with a massive development in the superhero universe that has fans absolutely convinced a certain actor is already suiting up as a legendary caped crusader. All the signs are pointing in one direction, and the excitement is palpable. Next up, we're shifting gears to the gaming world, where a highly anticipated title is promising a familiar yet revolutionary experience. Get ready to hear how the legacy of a beloved game series is being honored and innovated upon, with combat systems inspired by some of the most acclaimed entries in the genre. This is set to redefine what we expect from a certain blockbusting franchise. And speaking of groundbreaking games, we're also getting a hands-on look at how one developer is managing to blend nostalgic charm with cutting-edge gameplay. Prepare to be amazed as we explore how a classic character's stealthy spirit is being brought back to life in a way nobody saw coming, offering a deeper, more complex experience than ever before. Finally, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to the 90s to celebrate the animated shows that were pure magic. We'll be highlighting some of the most brilliant, weird, and addictive cartoons that proved TV was once truly unforgettable. This is your ultimate update, so make sure you're locked in. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a scoop. Let's go. Is he already Batman? All clues pointing to Brandon Sklenar's DCU casting. Speculation is running rampant in the superhero community, with fans convinced that Brandon Sklenar is the leading candidate, and perhaps already cast, as the next Batman in James Gunn's revitalized DC universe. With the role of the Caped Crusader still officially up for grabs and numerous actors expressing interest, the anticipation for an official announcement is at an all-time high. However, a series of interconnected hints and fan observations have coalesced, leading many to believe that Sklenar is not just a contender, but the chosen one. One of the most significant indicators came directly from DC Studios' co-CEO James Gunn himself. During an appearance on the official after-show podcast for his series Peacemaker, Gunn specifically praised Sklenar's performance in the popular Western drama, 1923. While Gunn is known for his direct engagement with fans, this particular commendation is being interpreted by many as a deliberate, albeit subtle, nod towards Sklenar's potential casting. It's the kind of industry whisper that gets fans talking, and the timing couldn't be more coincidental. Adding fuel to the fire are Sklenar's recent physical transformations. His social media activity showcases a dedicated training regimen, with posts revealing a significantly more muscular physique. This dedication to bulking up is often a telltale sign for actors preparing for physically demanding roles, particularly those in the superhero genre. Coupled with his existing dramatic chops, this physical readiness makes him a compelling candidate for a character as iconic and physically imposing as Batman. Furthermore, James Gunn has previously emphasized his commitment to maintaining comic-accurate character ages within the DCU. He notably prioritized casting David Corenswet, who is in his early 30s, as Superman. Batman, traditionally depicted as older than Superman, would likely fit an actor in their mid-30s. Sklenar, who recently turned 35, aligns perfectly with this age demographic. Beyond the age, his appearance and acting range are also seen as fitting the character's gravitas and intensity. Sklenar himself has not shied away from expressing his desire to play the Dark Knight. In an interview with the Movie Podcast in February 2025, he openly admitted that portraying Batman has been a long-held, secret dream. This candidness, combined with his refusal to outright deny rumors linking him to the role, further fuels the fan theories. Actors often remain tight-lipped about unannounced projects, but Sklenar's approach suggests a level of comfort with the ongoing speculation that hints at a potential reality. Adding an intriguing layer to the speculation is a comment made by actress Blake Lively on one of Sklenar's Instagram posts. Lively reportedly mentioned hearing rumors about his casting as Batman. While an actor's comment doesn't confirm anything, it suggests that Sklenar's potential involvement might be known within industry circles, further validating the widespread fan belief. With all these converging clues, Gunn's praise, Sklenar's physical preparation and expressed interest, his age alignment with comic-accurate casting, and even industry chatter, fans are more convinced than ever. While official confirmation is still pending, the evidence is mounting, and the excitement for Brandon Sklenar to don the cowl is reaching a fever pitch. The wait for definitive news may be short, but the speculation is already a blockbuster event. Hold on tight, because the world of Batman is expanding in ways we never expected. Next, we're diving into the digital realm, exploring how a beloved game is channeling the spirit of a legendary series to create something truly special. LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight's combat channels the Arkham series genius. The upcoming LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, is shaping up to be more than just another charming LEGO adventure. It's poised to deliver a deeply engaging experience that draws heavily from the acclaimed Batman, Arkham series, particularly in its combat mechanics. TT Games has already revealed that the game's map will surpass the scale of Batman, Arkham Knight, but the latest insights focus on how the game aims to capture the fluid, impactful combat that defined Rocksteady's iconic franchise. Jonathan Smith, a developer at TT Games, shared in an interview with Games Radar that the Arkham series served as a foundational inspiration for Legacy of the Dark Knight's combat system. When we think about embodying Batman as a video game character today, of course we're inspired by the generational defining work that our friends and colleagues at Rocksteady Studios executed so brilliantly in the Arkham series, Smith stated. He elaborated that the core elements of being surrounded by enemies, executing fluid combos, managing hit counters, and performing satisfying takedowns were crucial starting points. However, TT Games isn't simply replicating the Arkham formula. They are building upon it, aiming to create a unique experience, and, importantly, make it more accessible as well for younger players. The game's narrative begins with the formative years of Bruce Wayne, showcasing his training with the League of Shadows. Throughout the story-driven campaign, players will assemble a formidable roster of allies, including familiar faces like Jim Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul. Their mission will be to confront an escalating threat posed by a vast rogues gallery of DC supervillains, featuring iconic adversaries such as the Joker, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and Bane. LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, boasts a dynamic new combat system designed to reflect the Caped Crusader's distinctive fighting style. Each move is intended to feel impactful, with smooth attack chains, precise counters, and over-the-top takedowns that capture the essence of Batman's prowess. Whether playing solo or in the two-player local co-op mode, players can utilize an array of iconic Bat gadgets. Batarangs can be employed to distract or stun foes, while the Batclaw can be used to pull enemies closer or swing across the environment. Complementing Batman's arsenal, partner characters will have their own signature gear, such as Jim Gordon's foam sprayer, Robin's line launcher, and Catwoman's whip, offering diverse tactical options for every combat encounter and boss battle. For players seeking an elevated challenge, the game introduces new difficulty settings, including a Caped Crusader enhanced difficulty and an even more demanding Dark Knight difficulty level. The expansive setting of Gotham City is presented as an open-world LEGO playground, teeming with criminal activities to thwart, intricate puzzles to solve, hidden collectibles to uncover, and numerous surprises awaiting discovery in every nook and cranny. Players can navigate this vertical and dense urban landscape using Batman's grapple launcher to ascend buildings, the Batglider to soar across the city, or by cruising in a variety of stylish Batmobiles and Batcycles. The Batcave also serves as a customizable hub, where players can proudly display their collected vehicles, trophies, and other memorabilia, alongside an assortment of Batsuits inspired by various eras of Batman media. Fans and critics alike are noting the ambitious scope and the thoughtful integration of Arkham-inspired elements into the familiar LEGO framework. The promise of deep combat, a vast open world, and a narrative that spans Batman's rich history, all within the charming LEGO aesthetic, positions LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, as a highly anticipated title. But the Arkham, influence isn't the only groundbreaking element being brought to life in this new LEGO adventure. Prepare yourself for a deep dive into how this game masterfully blends stealth and action, offering a surprisingly complex experience that pays homage to Batman's gritty past. Arkham's stealthy spirit revived. LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight delivers the unexpected. During a recent Gamescom demo of LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, I found myself unexpectedly engrossed in a gameplay loop that defied my preconceptions of what a LEGO title could achieve. My demo experience, focused on meticulously dispatching enemies from the shadows and spending more time than anticipated on stealth takedowns, revealed a game that was far more nuanced and complex than I had ever imagined possible within the LEGO franchise. The most striking comparison immediately evident was the clear lineage to the Batman, Arkham series, which remains the benchmark for Batman video games. The DNA of Rocksteady's masterpiece is palpable throughout Legacy of the Dark Knight. The stealth mechanics, allowing players to pick off enemies one by one before retreating to the safety of the environment, felt remarkably well implemented, especially within the surprisingly vertical level design. Similarly, the combat system echoes the Arkham games, enabling players to chain together massive combos, dodge incoming projectiles, and manage aggro within crowds of adversaries. While it might lack the sheer visceral weight of Rocksteady's work, the depth and complexity of the fighting mechanics are far beyond what I expected from a LEGO game. Beyond the Arkham inspiration, TT Games is emphasizing that Legacy of the Dark Knight is a comprehensive celebration of Batman's entire history. The game draws from decades of comic lore, film adaptations, and animated series. During my exploration of Gotham, I had the chance to drive the iconic Tumbler, a clear nod to Christopher Nolan's film trilogy. A trailer also showcased a mashup of Robert Pattinson's The Batman and Danny DeVito's memorable portrayal of the Penguin from Tim Burton's 1992 film. My demo even delved into earlier eras, focusing on the Red Hood Gang, a significant element from Alan Moore's seminal The Killing Joke graphic novel. Jonathan Smith, TT Games' strategic director, explained that the game's ambition is to weave an original narrative from this vast tapestry of Batman history, aiming for a truly unique experience. At its core, however, it remains a LEGO game. Players familiar with TT Games' extensive library will recognize the established mechanics: smashing environmental objects to build new structures, collecting studs for cosmetic unlocks, and switching between characters with unique abilities. The game retains the signature LEGO humor, slapstick, and family-friendly approach, offering a generally sanitized take on the darker aspects of Batman's world. Yet, Legacy of the Dark Knight pushes the boundaries of the LEGO formula. Its rendition of Gotham City is expansive, dark, and impressively vertical, providing an ideal playground for a stealthy Batman. Traversing the city is a joy, whether gliding between skyscrapers using Batman's cape, dive-bombing unsuspecting enemies, or responding to in-progress crimes detected via the police scanner. The city is denser and more interactive than anticipated, packed with puzzles and collectibles designed to satisfy completionists. Even the return of Riddler puzzles seems less daunting, a welcome adjustment from their more enigmatic appearances in earlier LEGO Batman titles. This fusion of familiar LEGO gameplay with a more complex, mature interpretation of the Batman IP is compelling. TT Games aims to satisfy a broad range of player expectations, whether it's through vehicular mayhem in the Batmobile, visceral combat, or the pursuit of secrets atop Gotham's skyscrapers. Legacy of the Dark Knight successfully straddles the line between being a true LEGO game and a faithful, engaging Batman experience, arguably more effectively than any previous installment. This innovative approach to gameplay and narrative is truly impressive, blending iconic elements with fresh ideas. But what if you're looking to take a trip down memory lane? We're heading back to the 90s next to celebrate some truly unforgettable animated television. 90s cartoons, the brilliant, weird, and addictive era of animation that defined a generation. In an age saturated with reboots and sequels, the magic of 90s television, particularly its cartoons, stands out as a beacon of creativity, weirdness, and sheer addictive quality. The decade gifted us with animated series that were not only groundbreaking in their storytelling and visual styles, but also deeply embedded in the cultural consciousness, leaving a lasting impact on those who grew up with them. Take, for instance, the unforgettable theme song and premise of Pinky and the Brain. The simple yet brilliant tagline, "One is a genius, the other's insane," perfectly encapsulated the chaotic charm of two lab mice with world domination aspirations. The show's blend of slapstick comedy and surprisingly witty writing, reminiscent of the classic Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner dynamic, but elevated into a full-blown bromance between a dim-witted cockney and a megalomaniacal rodent, captured imaginations. Their constant, hilarious failures fueled the show's wild creativity and cemented their unique, often dysfunctional relationship as pure television magic. Then there was X-Men, the animated series. Long before the blockbuster films and later animated iterations like X-Men, Evolution, this original series strived for comic book accuracy while navigating the X-Men's complex and sometimes convoluted history. Despite potential plot complexities, the show captivated audiences with its colorful adventures, diverse powers, and epic battles. Its enduring popularity is evident, as it remains accessible on streaming platforms, offering a nostalgic yet timeless viewing experience. While largely innocent, the series did touch upon mature themes, and as the writer humorously notes, perhaps requires parental supervision for younger viewers, especially considering the premise of three kindergarten girls, the Powerpuff Girls, tasked with saving the world from everything from minor villains to the devil himself, all under the care of their baddie, Professor Utonium. Batman, the animated series, offered a darker, more mature take on the Caped Crusader. This iteration truly immersed viewers in the gritty, eerie, and often messy depiction of Gotham City, allowing audiences to experience the world through Batman's eyes. Mark Hamill's terrifying portrayal of the Joker was particularly chilling, cementing the series as a benchmark for animated superhero storytelling. It captured the essence of the comics, presenting Batman's relentless battle against his formidable rogues gallery in a way that was both gripping and psychologically resonant. Beyond the Caped Crusaders and superpowered mutants, the 90s also delivered unique character-driven narratives. Tailspin reimagined Baloo the Bear from the Jungle Book as a laid-back bush pilot navigating a cargo business. Alongside his spirited co-pilot, Kit Cloudkicker, Baloo embarked on thrilling aerial escapades, dodging sky pirates and facing bizarre challenges inspired by 1930s serials. The show masterfully blended humor, heart, and high-flying action, creating a beloved adventure series that stood out for its distinctive premise and memorable characters. These cartoons, from the philosophically inclined mice to the darkly atmospheric Batman and the adventurous Tailspin, represent a golden age of animation. They showcased a willingness to experiment with tone, narrative complexity, and visual style, proving that television could be brilliant, wonderfully weird, and utterly addictive. In contrast to the often repetitive nature of modern reboots, the originality and sheer creative energy of these 90s classics continue to resonate, reminding us of a time when animation pushed boundaries and captured the hearts and minds of a generation. From the groundbreaking animation of the 90s to the latest developments in gaming and superhero casting, we've covered a lot of ground. But before we sign off, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the day and make sure you're subscribed for all the future scoops. And that's a wrap on today's massive news drop. We've seen incredible speculation about Brandon Sklenar possibly becoming the next Batman, learned how LEGO Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, is channeling the Arkham series combat, discovered how that same game is bringing back Arkham's stealthy spirit, and reminisced about the brilliant, weird, and addictive cartoons of the 90s. Don't miss out on any future updates. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to follow us on all our social channels for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on Sheeran Scoop.